Hey guys, Psychic Pictures here with another Let's Review anime. This anime in particular is known to a lot of people and also hated by a lot of people. This is Testament of Sister New Devil Season 1. I first knew about this anime through the manga. The manga looked interesting and had a premise that, I'm not gonna lie, I like it, and it makes sense for the story, even though it has some things that I don't like about it. The story is this. Basara's father has decided to remarry, and now Basara has two little sisters, Mio and Maria. At first, it seems like everything is going fine, but the sisters have a dark secret. Mio is the future demon lord, and Maria is her succubus servant. Informed by his father that Mio and Maria have demons chasing after them that want the previous demon lord's power, Basara takes a stand to protect his new little sisters. This premise is amazing. Even though Basara's father being remarried was all a setup by Mio and Maria, I love Basara's determination for protecting both them and others that he holds dear, and I won't spoil who they are. Even though there are demons going after Mio and Maria, along with the hero clan that are made to destroy demons, the writers don't let up that there is something to lose in every battle, and I love it. This not only gives tension in fights, but also gives them a purpose other than just being a fight. Never have I seen this implemented so well in any other anime I've ever seen, except maybe Sword Art Online Season 1. Even though I would say that this series has a better setup than Sword Art Online Season 1 did. My favorite character in this series is hands down Basara, for his determination, strength, dark past, and overall wisdom in the fights he is in. Yes, at times he does swing his sword like a bad man, but mostly he says intelligent things about upcoming fights and it's really cool to watch him work. His passion for protecting what is precious to him makes him one of the best anime leads out there, and I fully admit this. If I were to recreate my top 10 best anime characters list, Basara would easily be on there. Another character that I like would have to be a demon that appears later in the show, Zest. I don't dare give anything away about this character, but she is great in the last few episodes of this season. Her service to her master is just incredible, and what she does is great too. Even though there were really good characters in the anime, there were some that I didn't really like. I don't hate any of the characters in this anime, but I will say that I don't like a few of them. None of the characters are awful, but their actions I have issues with. Let's start with Maria. Since she is a succubus, you already know where this is headed. First things first, in order to sense each other's whereabouts, Mio and Basara form a master-servant pact. This pact, or testament, had one nasty side effect though. Since they used Maria's magic to form the testament, every time Mio disobeys Basara or gets jealous of him or pretty much anything like that, Mio suffers a heavy aphrodisiac where every part of her body, no matter where, turns her on, and if she doesn't submit to Basara, she would die. This setup alone is where I start to have questions about this anime. Even though it makes a lot of sense in this show's world, this is just fan service to the max. People say that this anime is borderline hentai, which is anime porn, and I can see why. During these moments, Mio has her breasts exposed, and eventually Basara starts sucking on them. This alone is why I didn't initially like Maria. She is the source of all the fan service in this entire anime, and literally everything happens as a result of her actions. I do like the twist in the last few episodes, but I won't give that away. Next up, we have Bazara's childhood friend, Yuki. I don't like her since it seems, even though she has a history with Bazara, that she only wants to be with him so she doesn't lose Bazara to Mio. She's really selfish in this way, even though both her and Bazara still have scars of their past. I think her mindset is that Bazara and her are childhood friends, therefore they should be together. End of story. It's clear in the anime that she has a history that differs from Bazara's, but it isn't explored at all in this season. What I mean about her history is her weapon. Yuki's weapon, along with Bazara's weapon, have names, but it isn't explored how Yuki got her weapon unlike Bazara got his weapon. To me, Yuki seems underdeveloped even though she has a lot of screen time in the anime. The environment of Testament of Sister New Devil is really good. I love that it mixes a high school setting with the supernatural. It isn't like it's a new concept, but I still really like it. I also love the character designs. Each character looks exactly like I would imagine them to, especially Bazara with all his scars, and Mio being the daughter of the destined demon lord. They aren't the only character designs I like, but I will say, again, that all the designs are on point and easy to recognize. The animation is also fantastic. All the animation from the walking and talking and to the fight scenes are great. They have a lot of flow, and I sometimes forget that this is animation. I'm also going to get a lot of flack for this, but I actually like the fan service moments. This anime does what almost every other anime misses about fan service scenes. They made each one have a point. It makes perfect sense why each fan service scene happens, and that gives them a purpose other than throwing nudity in for the sake of nudity. One thing I consistently say is about fan service is that I like when it is consistent. This anime warns you, for the most part, when a fan service scene is happening and it is consistent. I'm sorry to say this, but the character interactions are hit or miss for me. I hate Maria's interactions in this anime. Everything that comes out of her mouth is sexual and distracts from the overall story by a good bit. Yuki's interactions are also terrible. All she seems to do is want to have sex with Bazara since they're childhood friends. Bazara's interactions are good, but even he has really bad moments. Overall, I don't like the interactions, unless they have something to do with the plot at hand, which most of the interactions don't have to do with the plot. Overall, I actually like this anime season. Yes, it has its faults, and yes, they are big ones. But this anime can build on its faults and tie it into the story very well. The fan service may not be necessary, but it makes sense for the story. I don't like the character interactions at all, and I think they could be built upon. I love this plot, but I think it didn't have that much focus. Do I recommend this anime? Well, if you've seen anime before and have seen heavy fan service, I do recommend this. But approach with caution, because it is very close to hentai. If you are relatively new to anime, I suggest you stay away from this one since newcomers would just see this as fan service. If you have a certain level of maturity and don't mind heavy fan service, you might get something out of this one. Approach with caution and don't take it seriously. This has been Psychic Pictures, and I'll see you guys next time for another anime review.